Welcome to day 3 of Rips Miss. I hope you guys are enjoying your wonderful week so far. I think today might be the day I've been looking forward to most out of a Rips Miss. They're all great days, but when I get a chance to build a deck, things are just so much fun. I love building binders, I love building decks, just having fun with some good old Pokemon cards. Hey, ripping them open and having a blast with them. That's the point of Pokemon, right? So, here's what we've got today. This 10 pack of build-in battles. Now, we're unfortunately, hate to burst your bubble, not going to be opening all 10 of them. We are going to be opening at least 3, if not 4. For sure 3, probably 4 realistically. That would give us about 16 packs. But let's get into these. And because today is going to be a heck of a stream if we're going to be building a deck together. And yes, we'll be building this deck together. So make sure you have your opinions in the chat. Let me know your thoughts as we're pulling cards. What you think we should build. What you think our best deck options are. Because that's what today is all about. And I don't want to ruin this box, which is why I'm being a little bit more careful. Of course, there's a high chance of us building a Roaring Moon deck. There's Serena. There's so many options. So many options. We will see. Of course, for those of you who may not be so familiar with build-in battles, and are just kind of wondering how these work, because the reality is when you go to the card shop, build-in battles are often left behind. There's often build-in battles there, and build-in battles actually come out early, part of the pre-release for a set. And I'm just trying to get this open. And they're the kind of the hype man for the set. And so that is what the build-in battles are. So they come with a 40 deck. So a deck of 40 cards that are pre-organized. Paradox Rift is considered a level 2 play. So if you are new to the TCG, I don't know that I would start with Paradox Rift. I also probably wouldn't start with building your own deck. I'd start on the TCG online, start playing around with what they've got on there. That's where I would actually start. But if you've played some TCG online and ready to build your first deck, Paradox Rift right now is probably one of your best options out there. Build-in battles are often on sale at different card shops because, quite honestly, they need to get so many. They get so many of these card shops. They get so many of them. And you can often get a good deal. So for those of you who are up in Canada, we've got our Boxing Day sales coming next week. Stay tuned for those, because if you like today's video and you want to do this yourself at home, I highly recommend you hit up a card store and grab a few build-in battles, because they also come with 4 packs, which a lot of people forget about. They're not a pre-built deck, not a pre-built legal deck. There's only 40 cards in the pre-build, and you have to add 20 cards from the cards you open. That's how they typically do it on release weekends, which is why they do build-in battles. So, which ones should we pick? I am gonna pick. Let me know in the comments. Give me a number 1 through 10. And we'll pick that one. The editor, pick a number. Give me a 1 through 10.
Let's go 3.
Okay, the editor has picked 3, so that's number 3. Marshall has picked 8, so that is number 8. Paul picked 10. There we go. There's our first 3. So let's start with our first 3. I have a feeling we planned on opening 4. However, we were hemming and hawing as we started the stream. We're going to start with 3 and just see how the hits go. These build-in battles are fairly notorious to have some pretty good hits in them because they are the pre-release product. So some people actually buy these in case loads. They are more expensive, but sometimes the hit rates are pretty solid. Now, I haven't opened build-in battle for the new generation yet, and so I actually don't know what to expect as far as hit rates are concerned with the new Scarlet and Violet era. I've opened build-in battles when I first started playing in the Sword and Shield era, but we thought this was a fun thing to do on stream, and let's see who our first starter is. Okay, so there are 4 different Paradox Rift promos. Now, this is going to be our first one, Chi-Yu, so this will potentially help us evaluate which deck we want to build. 3 times 4 packs, 12 packs. Yeah, typically, yeah, that's what we were thinking too, Marshall. So having 12 packs plus partial of the pre-builds. Now, we will open every single pre-build and make a mess out of them once we've opened them all. But let's start with some pack openings first and see if we have 2 Chi-Yus starters. Hey, we might decide to do a Chi-Yu deck. We will see. And there's, of course, a code card, which I will open up in just a few minutes. The nice thing with these 2 is they also come with a generalized building tip of kind of what to think about with the new set, because obviously nobody's played with these. And here is the general card list of all the beautiful cards out of Paradox. 266 cards in this set. My goodness. She's a monster. She is just a monster set. Steal all those trainers for the pre-builds. Hey, we might. We're going to be opening all the pre-builds and breaking them apart and making a mess out of them. So, hey, they're part of the product, so we're going to do it. What we pick out of them is to be determined, because that's where our energies are going to be coming from. That's where most of our trainers are going to be coming from. So I think this is going to be pretty interesting. 4 packs, first pre-build. The nice thing too is, you know, we had done a couple deck challenges with 2 ETBs, Elite Trainer boxes, and the reason we had done that is because you know, they come with a bunch of energies which you desperately need and stuff like that. We're like, build-in battles can get pretty cheap as the generation kind of moves forward, and so this could be a really fun way to build a deck. And so let's go water. So I'm really curious to see how this works and whether or not this works even better than our ETB trials that we've done. Obviously, we did a Paradox Rift deck challenge with 1 ETB and multiple 3 packs, which went pretty good. Not as great as I was hoping for, but that's okay. An Aegislash. Ooh, people are loving this Aegislash, and they are playing decks as the Aegislash as their main hitter, which is kind of interesting. It's not the strongest of decks, but it's a really cool deck. I've seen a few people play it now, and been impressed with what it's been able to do, considering it only has 150 HP. Let's go water. Of course, that's not water. But yes, you know, with all the different EXs coming out, the Terra cards, these decks are just getting crazy. Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. I love this card. Futures. Oh my good gracious.
You know
oh
what
my
that
good
means.
gracious. We have a stunning Tulip Trainer. Whoo! Whoo! I'm going to laugh if this ends up in the deck if we need an extra trainer, because I am not typically the one to put these stunning cards in decks because you're playing with them. But oh my, I love the art on this too. Oh my goodness, stunning. And a Groudon for our rare. Okay, let's take a look at this beautiful tulip underneath the microscope. Oh my good gracious. Look at that art. Absolutely stunning. The fact that her makeup in her hand is in a Pokeball is just absolutely hilarious. a very, very fun trainer as well. I haven't seen Tulip played a lot, but oh my goodness. Absolutely fabulous. Like I said, some of these build-in battles are fire. They're absolute fire. So let's see what else we've got in this build-in battle. Yes, it is super playable, and yet I just don't see a lot of Tulip played, which is really interesting. Let's go fighting. Ooh, that is not a fighting energy, but that's okay. I have been loving seeing the Serena EX played. Iron Bundle, another highly played card right now. We're going to have some options. Iron Jugulis. I don't know about you, but I've been definitely liking the ancient cards more than the futures. But some of those futures decks are monsters. And kick my butt, especially with my current new deck. And I don't know what the future holds for my Mew deck, but it's going to be interesting. Let's go water. The ancient ability and ancient and roaring moon, my goodness, it's almost unbeatable. It's a great deck. Rika, Gorgeist. Oh! Hey. I think we might have to pick up more of these build-in battles. I'm just saying. Iron Valiant EX Gold. Futures, absolutely stunning. What do we have for, oh, another Chiyu. Okay, interesting. Might go down the Chiyu route. Iron Valiant, beautiful. And of course, as you guys are hopefully aware, we give away all the cards we open. We'll be giving away the deck today and all of the beautiful cards we pull. Iron Valiant EX Gold. Look at that stunning card. Like, sometimes you don't even get this high level of cards out of an ETB. And that's just kind of the reality. These cards are absolutely stunning. 3 packs, 2 amazing hits. And some good starter deck playability there. Okay, let's open the next one here. I'll be honest, I don't expect them to be all that good, but hey, I'll take a starting.
Which number was that?
Don't know. One of them.
I'm gonna go with number 3. I think it was mine.
Oh yeah, of course the editor is gonna think it's his. I should have kept track. I didn't. Okay, here we go. Ooh, a Xatu. Okay, this is my favorite. You guys know how much I love me some Psychic Energy. The Xatu Paradox Rift deck. Okay, so we've got 2 different decks to play with. That will mean we will have different trainers as well and some different energy options, which is going to be important. So far, that gives us 2 different main build options anyways. Iron Valiant Xatu, definitely an option for sure. We're going to need a few other cards, though, to make that happen. Let's go fire. Ooh. And apparently I turned that around at some point. Gimme Ghoul decks have been doing very well lately on the TCG. I'm looking forward to seeing some regionals coming up. Seeing what comes out of those. Espatra, which is actually also a great card to have as a supporter. As a supporting Pokemon. It won't be your main attacker, but as far as supporting Pokemons go, she's pretty solid. She is pretty solid. There is that one. Flittle too. Yep. See, so many options with Paradox. Let's go water. Woo! Gimme Ghoul. Oh, if we pull a cheese string today, I'm gonna lose it. Double Blade, Blitzel. Ooh, and a Coffergus EX. A Coffergus. Okay, we pulled a Coffergus in our last deck challenge, and I didn't love it, to be completely honest with you. However, it gives us another ability option, which could be good. Okay. And that's out of our first pack. So we'll need a Yamask and maybe a few Yamasks. Yeah, if we want to play a Cofragus. Ideally, I don't know. I don't know what ideally looks like. I expect to pull at least one Roaring Moon today. Let's go fire. Because let's get real, I seem to pull Roy. Oh, Jirachi is also very solid. I seem to pull a lot of Roaring Moons. Medical Energy, which I want to play with. I'm curious to see how that does in a deck. Troopish and a Loki. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't think we've pulled a Yamask yet. But there might be one in one of the pre-builds, so that's also a potential. Uh-oh. We already have a Bert. We're already being disrupted. Bert, you can't stay there. Go see. Go see the editor. Let's go water. Yep, he's gonna go the other way. Oh, and... oh my goodness. The fact that he fits under there. Okay. Absol. Oh, another ancient booster. Okay. Fuecoco. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. That makes me happy. My goodness. Look at this stunning crustal. Oh my goodness. Nothing beats these illustrations. Like, whenever I pull an illustration, it just makes me so absolutely happy. Look at those crustals just coming down. Not a very playable card, but it's a beauty. That is for sure. So, 2 for 3 on both of those. Both of those. I am happy with that. I'm very happy with that. 2 pulls for 3 packs. For 4 packs, sorry. 2 pulls for 4 packs. That's not bad. That's not bad. Especially, well, that first one was insane. Let's get real. Pulling a gold in a illustration. A secret illustration.
Marshall figured it out.
What did Marshall figure out? So I just put 2 and 2 together. What is 2? Bert and Ernie are your cat. Yes. Yes. Yeah. We do have a Bert and Ernie. It is true. They're ironically not very good friends. But yes, we do have a Bert and an Ernie. Okay, let's see what our third deck is. Oh, come on, open up. Ooh, another Chi-Yu. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. 4 more packs. Well, that is true too. Neither of the Muppets. Yeah, Bert likes to antagonize Ernie a lot. That is his reality, but he's also 5 years younger than him, so. The joys of having a little brother, I guess. There is the code card there. Oh, I was going to go to the old trick there for a second. Let's go fire. Oh, finally. I'm like, we haven't pulled a fire energy yet. Panseer. Ooh, Vanilluxe. Okay. Durant. What are we going to do with all these cards? Oh! And a Toxtricity EX. My goodness. Oh, stunning. Stunning. I know the build-in battles are just a little bit more pricey, but the hits, I just can't get behind not getting the hits. Stunning. Toxtricity EX is beautiful Terra. Knocking Hammer and Gang Punk. Discard 3 energies from your Pokemon and do 270 damage. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. No complaints here so far on these build-in battles is all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Let's go fighting. So many of those dark energies. So many. Oh, and we have a Toxel. We could play a Toxtricity deck. Ooh, Luxurious Cape. I do love this card. I played with it for a little while. When you've got some smaller Pokemons hanging out, it's a lot of fun to have around. Jirachi and another Iron Jugulis. Okay. Can we go 2 for 4 again? I expect to, quite honestly. I'm going to laugh if they're seeded 2 for 4, and I've just never known that. Let's go water. Iron Juggalos. Oh my goodness. Come on, give us something. Give us something. Gourgeist, as if. As absolutely if. Okay. Well, that's going to get put aside. And a Garganol. I've never played a Garganol deck. That is fascinating. Crustle. A double Crustle. 2. And there's no reason to build a Crustle deck, I'm sorry. Even with 2 of them. It's not happening. But the pulls. 2 so far out of this. Let's go fire, because holy Hannah, this has been a fire opening so far. Tinkatuff, Truppish, Snorlax doll. I've never seen someone play a Snorlax doll. Ooh, another Chi-Yu. Are we gonna have to build a Chi-Yu deck? Apom and a Zacian and a Zacian. Okay. Okay. Let's open one of these Chi-Yu decks because I'm super curious as to what's in these. There's no like deck list for these that come in the pack. So you just kind of have to open her up and see what's inside. But they are meant to be like built decks. They're going to have Pokemons in them. They're going to have the energies you need. Most of them anyways. If not all the energies you're going to require. I believe there's a deck list in here. There is the code card for this. And so you've got a Chi-Yu. And then the nice thing is that these also come with trainer tips on kind of the generalized understanding of how to play this deck. And kind of the do's and don'ts, which is really, really a lot of fun. I just think that's so cool for them to kind of add in for someone who's coming in to do just, you know, coming in to do an opening and maybe hasn't played that much. This is super, super, you know, friendly for people who aren't super familiar but have played a little bit. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 waters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 fires. Another Chi-Yu. 1, 2, 3 Chi-Yus. 1, 2, 3 Golus pods. Wimpods. Iron Bundles, Iron Moth, Electakid, Magby. Why? During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack, even if it's knocked out, put 6 damage counters. Oh, that's why. Okay, it's a supporting ability. And then we have the wonderful trainers. So we've got a Bill, a Clavel, Larry, which everybody loves, Amela, Nimona, Parasol Lady. So it's really just a jumble of all kinds of things. Nest Ball, and an Ultra Ball. These feel really weird. Are these cards different? Or am I just going... No, they look the same. They feel a little different. Could just be the way they've been packaged too. So that is the first one. That's the Chi-Yu deck. Let's open up Xatu. These are also not the... Oh, there's the string. I knew there was one. That's a lot easier. And apparently this just wants to get stuck on me. There we go. Okay, so we've got our beautiful Paradox Rift Xatu. And again, we've got Goalless Pod and we've got Espatra as our trainer tips for this particular deck. Energy, Water, Psychic makes sense. Wimpod, Goalless Pod. So this is very close to similar. You've got the Espatra to go with the Xatu. Flittle, the Xatu. So you've got two Xatus, two Natus, and then the extra iron bundle. Then I believe these are pretty much going to be the same, but there'll be probably one or two supporters that are different. So Bill, Jacques, which is not in the other one. You've got Madame Tulip, a youngster, and then you've got actually, okay, there's a stadium in this one, which I don't think there was a stadium in the last one, unless I missed it. And there is the code card there. Okay, so those are our options, gang. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? There's the code cards. We could definitely build a Zacian deck. We can build a stronger Xatu deck. Let's do Psychic for sure. Yeah, I'm leaning Psychic as well, especially with that Cofragus EX. We definitely have some options there. Let me get some of these cards out of the way. Yep, we could do a Xatu Valiant. We only have the one Iron Valiant, but that's okay. That's completely okay. We've built crazier decks before. Let's get real. Do you want to just look up that the Build in Battle cards are not different than the released cards? They look identical, but they feel different.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Unless you want to come and touch these and tell me I'm absolutely insane, which is possible. It's possible. But I've opened up enough Pokemon at this point. I think I don't know. There's something weird about them. Okay, so the first thing I do, which we're going to go to this other angle here. And I am going to zoom us out a little bit. There we go. And this is the first thing we're going to do. So these are the two pre-built decks. I'm just going to put aside until the editor triple checks that they're the same, because I had a feeling there's something about build-in battles that make them a little bit different, and I don't remember what that is. I can't remember if it's the promo that's not technically legal to play in a deck. I don't remember exactly what it is, but there's a clause there that I'm forgetting. So the first thing we're going to do is just divide up our cards and kind of see where we're at, what we've got, especially on the energy front. And you'll have to just bear with me as I do this. And let me know if you guys have any questions, if you thought about doing the, getting in on the TCG.
Not saying everything's legal.
Oh, they're all legal? Okay. Well, the stamped one is considered a promo, but it should still be legal in theory. Um, Paul is confirming and saying that everything is legal as well. So, okay, we're just going to run with it then. And so this is kind of my way of kind of, one, getting to be able to kind of get through the cards again, kind of look at them a second time, just to get a general sense of what I've got, what my options are, and just see if I've maybe missed something that I should have maybe thought of. And quite honestly, you got to do this with your bulk anyways. And you got to do this for when you're building your binder. So it's a step you can't skip. It's a step you just cannot skip. I know it can be a little daunting, especially when you've got a lot of cards. But I promise you, it is worth the time it takes. Need some like Well, that's Mario, but
You definitely can't use that music.
I know. Oh, I wish we would have pulled a Serena. We could have done a Serena deck. Oh well. That is the way the cards fall.
What's tomorrow? I can't remember now.
What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is is a really interesting one. It is a Costco video, but it's choose your own adventure. So we've got three, I think. We've got a couple different options for you guys to pick from as to what we're going to open, and you guys are going to get to choose at the top of the video or at the top of the live tomorrow. So make sure that you're here at 7 if you can. 7 p.m. Central tomorrow. We'll be doing a Costco Choose Your Own Adventure live. And you'll get to pick what we open. We've got a bunch of different packs from Costco over the years. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys pick and what you guys want to open. I think it'll be interesting to see what we get out of those, because Costco can be very, very hit or miss. However, they're just so fun and cost effective as heck. So for me, it's just something that we do keep a backstock of random Costco products. We are big Costco fans. Slash, that's another option. We've got Slash. Okay, here we go. We also have another Chi-Yu that I did not open. We may open it, but I'm going to keep it sealed for now because I don't think we're going to need it. But if we do, I will gladly open that up as well.
So we got 2 hits on every box?
Yep.
And 3 out of 1?
No.
Oh, so
2 out of
2 out of
2, 4. Yeah, 2 out of each.
Interesting. I wonder if they're seeded.
They could very well be because they are pre-release products. And they want everyone to get something. So
That's a good point.
It's possible.
I smell a video in the works.
You smell a video?
Yep.
Well, unfortunately, the next set doesn't have any. But let's put these over here.
Are you sure that wasn't box 3? I'm going to say that was box 3. The best one was box 3, and that's it.
Is that what we're going with? Let's put all those energies over there. What? Hello, Natasha. We are in the midst of dividing up our cards. And so we can build ourselves a legal 60 card deck. Or that's the goal anyways. Okay. So far I have seen a Xatu Valiant request as far as Psychic, which we can definitely do. Any other thoughts on what we could possibly do with this disaster? We've got, if we go psychic, we have Espatra that we could go full psychic with that. Gimme Ghoul we can't do anything with. Yeah, okay, so that's it for that. Let me see. What do we have here? Yeah, Marshall, I'm following what you're putting down. I was kind of in the same vein. They really like this Goalless Pod Chiyu or Goalless Pod Iron Bundle mix, but that's just not how I roll. Where are those irons? Well, if I was looking in the right pile. There is Agislash.
Purple for life.
Oh yeah, I'm with ya. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent. Jirachi. Prevent all damage counters from being placed on your bench Pokemon by effects or attacks used by opposing Pokemon or opposing basic Pokemon. Interesting. Okay, do we have anything in this?
Friendly reminder to politely tap that like button you haven't yet.
Yes, if you haven't already, please type that like button. We've got energizing rock salt, but you know what? I just don't think we're going to go with... I don't think this is going to be the answer. So let's put that aside. We sure won't be needing these bad boys. I can promise you that. Okay. And then we've got, okay. This attack does 50 damage to 3 here. Let me bring her up here. Will it focus? There it is. This attack does 50 damage to 3 of your opponent's Pokemon that have any damage counters on them. I do like this card. I do like that. Okay, and we have 2 of them. So that's definitely an option. Do we have... I think we're just going to go Psychic. Marshall, I think we're just going to go Psychic. Sorry? So we've got Flittle. This attack does 10 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. And then we've got Natu, which will go with our Xatu. And I do love me an Espatra. We could go with those 3. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. We've got... Put those away. Do we have anything in the leaf energy that's worth looking at here? I don't think so, because quite honestly, we just don't have the evolution lines for those. So those will go away. We've got so many different supporter cards to choose from. Okay,
Did you pull your mask?
Oh, you know what? That is a very good question. No, I didn't. No, I didn't, which means Cofragus is out of running for sure. Let's take a look at this bad boy for a second. Crosscut. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolution, this attack does 60 more damage. I don't know why we'd throw that in there, so let's put that aside. Okay, so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The only other thing I'm thinking is whether or not we throw an iron bundle in there. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench, which I think could be interesting. So I may keep an iron bundle in play here. We also have Iron Moth, but Iron Moth's not going to work if we do a non-fire deck. So I think we're putting Chi-Yu aside here. If anyone has any thoughts about that, let me know. Yeah, exactly. Because Mr. Boss's orders, we don't have one. So Iron Bundle will play like our boss's orders in this specific deck, which could be very interesting. Could be. Keyword could be. Aegislash, Jirachi. Prevent all damage counters from being placed on your benched Pokemon. I don't think we're going to go there because we already have quite a few Pokemon in here. I may come back to that if we've got card issues. I think we're going to do... I think we're figured out, quite honestly, Marshall. I think we're gonna do Iron Jugulis with Iron Valiant and a Xatu. I think is what is going to end up happening. We're not gonna play that Toxtricity because that's just not gonna work in this deck. The only other thing I'm thinking of is whether or not we bring in Golisopod. Okay, so the trainer tip on this says Golisopod is a powerful aggressive attacker that relies on your opponents having cards in their hands to dish out meaningful damage. If you can get Golisopod attacking as early as possible, you should be able to knock out most opposing basic Pokemon. I don't know. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Iron Man deck.
6.
I like that. It's good.
Iron Man deck. Because, yeah, Wimpod. This attack does 20 damage for each card in your opponent's hand. Oh, that's how Golisopod works. Okay. Interesting. I think we bring in 2 iron bundles. Monkey Trio's not anything. Woog Trio doesn't make sense. Yeah, I think this is it. Obviously, we would add more Iron Valiant. That would be the first thing we'd do to this deck. But is not going to be possible at this point. Yeah, we're going to have to do one or the other. We don't need the Chi-Yu. Do I bring in... Okay, I think we bring in a Jirachi to protect the bench. And I think we do... Okay, so which one do we want to go with? Here are our 2 options. We've got Espatra and Xatu. So Espatra is when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may prevent all damage from effects of attacks of your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon until the end of their next turn. So essentially they can attack for a turn, which is kind of nice. And then you've got Xatu, which is once during your turn, you may attach a basic energy card from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. If you attach energies to a Pokemon in this way, draw 2 cards. So not only does this play as your engine to get more cards out of your deck, it also helps you attach more psychic energies. I'm personally a Xatu fan. Marshall's going Xatu too. I love playing Xatu. He's definitely one of my tops for sure. So we've got 2 Natus and 2 Xatus. Paul is agreeing too. Okay, we're going Xatu. But we could, are we that like we could do Espatra and Xatu. We could do an Espatra Xatu deck. It's possible. Because we either need to do that or we have to go back to our goalless pot idea and bring in water. So if we take out Espatra, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10 Pokemon. Is that considered enough? Because typically, here, I'm going to bring this down. Yeah, they're not absolutely needed, but I think they'd bring an interesting futures element to this. If we do Espatra, we've got 3 of each. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I usually get at least 13 up to 15. Espatras, yeah. Paul, I would agree with you on that, and I just don't think this deck makes a lot of sense for it. Okay, let's put Espatra away, but that means we gotta pull from something because we do not have enough Pokemons. We do not have enough Pokemons in here. Okay. No, I don't think we need to open more. I just think we need to bring back either Goalless Pod. We could also do Aegislash. This is the other option we have because we have quite a few Double Blades and Honedges. This is the other option we have. So going to Aegislash would bring us... Oh, come on, camera, work with me. Prevents all damage done to the Pokemon by attacks. And is a slightly higher HP because it's a triple evolve. This attack damage isn't affected by any effects on your... And then we can do... Definitely do 120 damage, which is pretty good. Similar to Espatra. Interesting. It is similar. It's not quite the same. Things that are going through my head. Because if we bring in Aegislash, let me just see here. We only have 1 Aegislash. But we'd have to bring in at least 2 Double Blades and 2 Honedges. Oops. There's Honedge. So we definitely could do that. This is gonna go. I think I kind of like this. Because then you've got 2 sets of evolutions, only 1 Aegislash because that's all we have, which is fine. That gives us some options for iron jugulus if it comes into play. You've got iron bundle. And then if by chance you pull your iron valiant, you've got that option too. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 6 slots on your mat. And then whether or not you keep your Jirachi will be dependent on whether or not you pull it. I think this is it, gang. I think this is it. I'm happy with this. I hope you guys are happy with that as well. Let me grab a pack of sleeves.
Should give them some options. We did it. Okay, there we go.
Okay, here are our sleeve options. We've got a stunning Vulpix from Silver Tempest. We've got our 2 Scarlet and Violet set options. Or we have a very fitting option, which is our Iron Valiant sleeves. So which sleeves would we like? We should have done a poll on this. I don't know. Do we have that ability yet? Have we grown big enough in the YouTube space to get that ability yet?
I am looking. Oh, start a poll.
Put Valiant, Scarlet, Violet. Those are 3, and then Vulpix. Okay, we'll put a quick poll up. We'll let that run for a few seconds.
I did a thing.
You did a thing. Go you. Okay. And we're gonna go psychic crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ooh, Iron Valiant's running away with it. 67%.
I had a feeling that might
Not
happen.
even close.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Only
8.
half of people's voted. Oh.
Okay, now the question is, am I gonna have... Oh dear. I only have 1. I only have 1? Well, that's a problem. Yeah, and opening another deck isn't gonna help me there.
You don't have enough energies?
So it's not that I don't have enough energies, is that, well, we're just gonna have to go with it. That's what we got. Okay. Well, looks like Iron Valiant has
Yeah, close the poll. Iron Valiant takes it.
Has taken it. Okay, so yes, slight problem. We only have one. What is this energy called? Why am I blanking on this? Is it metal? No, that's wrong. I can't remember. My brain. However, we have supporting energies from our deck, so I think that's fine. We only technically need one. It is metal. Okay. It is metal. Okay. I'm like, okay, is it not? We've got medical energy. We've got, I think, what else do we have? Energy wise, I think that might be it actually. But we have metal energy, so you know what? And we have 2 of them. So that works. That's what we'll do. Okay. Let's open these up. Oh, beautiful. That sounds like this set is so much fun. It's so much fun to play, so much fun to just open up. I'm having a blast with Paradox Rift. I have to say, I'm just having an absolute blast. Um, it's been a fun time. It's been a fun time so far, and the new functions, I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Don't forget, we still gotta give it away to one of the viewers.
Yes. So stay tuned and stay till the end of today's video live. Why do I keep saying that? Because it's just absolutely memory,
Just
muscle
habit.
memory.
Yep.
There is our Iron Valiant. Come on. Some of these sleeves are so absolutely tight. And then we will see what we have left. We're going to have to pick out our different item cards and trainers next. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Xatu. I do still want to build an actual online TCG deck with Xatu in it because I haven't played a lot of Xatu yet, and I love me a psychic deck. I do. Okay. However, I think a lot of people are playing Xatu with, can't remember which EX Pokemon, but I thought it was a bit of an interesting twist on it. I have it written down somewhere.
See the question in chat.
I can't really see chat because I've got too much stuff over here. What is our lovely question?
Can you explain how that Iron Hands card is good in TCG?
Iron Hands card. Iron Hands. Oh, I know exactly which card you're talking about, but I don't have it in front of me, which means I don't know what the ability is. Yeah, I had a feeling. Okay, so thank you, Paul. Iron Hands lets you take one more prize cards when you knock out a smaller Pokemon. It's one of those things that works when it works, but I haven't used it a lot. Yeah, you've got the ability, if you can get an Iron Hands to work really quickly and early in the game, you're probably going to do fairly well. But if your deck hand isn't great, or if for some reason your starting hand doesn't quite work, it can just become very useless very quickly. But that is just my opinion. So we'll for sure be adding 2 medical energies. We don't really have a need for an Ultra Ball, and quite honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I've stopped using a lot of Ultra Balls in my decks because of the discard. Unfortunately, the discard can be pretty taxing on a deck. I like my Nest Balls a lot better personally. We're not playing an ancient deck, so not going to use that. Parasol. Okay, we might. Here are our trainer options. We'll go through trainer options in a second. We'll definitely be playing some Nest Balls. This is the only stadium we've got, so we're definitely going to be playing it. Okay, those are all duplicates. I haven't mentioned that yet, but I did play for the first time recently in person and learned a lot. It was a really good experience, though. It was a very good experience. So I had to get back down there. And so that was a lot of fun. We will be actually going back in the new year. Unfortunately, Christmas time is very, very busy this year, as is for most people at most times of the year. Unfortunately, I have the lovely privilege of having to be in and out of hospital next week. On top of enjoying my Christmas season. And so with that, our schedule is actually going to be a little bit different next week, which we were going to announce via community later this week. But yes, so it's one of those things that unfortunately we're going to miss the next couple sessions in person because they are played on Sundays and with the new year and stuff. So I'm hoping to get healthy and get better. Thank you, Marshall. So that I can go back and play sometime in early January because they play primarily on Sundays.
And maybe record some?
And yeah, we're hoping to actually be allowed to record in person. I still have to ask official permission. They didn't seem too bothered by it, but it is something that we're hoping to be able to do so that you guys can actually watch me play in person and potentially even play some of these really weird decks eventually as well. And so that's the plan long term, but we're unfortunately just not quite there yet. The joys of having chronic illness. But anyways, okay, futures. We're definitely going to be using a future capsule. Don't need ancient. Oh, okay. We'll get rid of these ancient cards. Oh, yes, we also have a Rika. Okay, what are our thoughts on these Snorlax dolls, gang? Because I still haven't seen them played in person or in live. On live TCG, I swear I don't think I've ever seen someone play a Snorlax doll. So my thought is to put them aside. Yeah, okay. I had a feeling we were going to have that opinion. Okay, and then we've got Parasolida's already down there. Ancient don't need. Okay. So now we have some options to make. So what are our favorite trainers here? Oh, is it not? I thought you had to play an ancient Pokemon for this to work. Is that not accurate? Am I mistaken? You can use this card only if you discard another card from your hand. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energies, reveal them. Oh, okay. I didn't know that was the case. Didn't know that. Okay, we'll put these back over here. We'll go through our items in just a second. Okay, got rid of the Ultra Ball. You can just play it. Interesting. Okay. So then I would be inclined to have those stay. Maybe not 3. I would maybe do 2. And then what are we thinking? Here are all our trainers. We have multiple of them, or a few of them we have duplicates of our supporters. What trainers are we feeling like? I think Jacques is a great option. Search your deck for up to 2 evolutions. Since we're playing quite a few different evolution lines, I think that makes a lot of sense. Tulip is going to be important if we're going to play this Psychic Madness. And so I think I have... Do I have another Tulip? No, I don't. Those are the only 2 of those. Well, I do have the fancy Tulip, but I can't make myself put them in decks. It's really hard.
Aren't they still playable, though?
Yes, they are playable. They are 100% playable.
So make it a baller deck. Put it in.
Okay, we'll make it a baller deck. Do you know how hard it is? Like, I look at these cards and I can't make myself play with them. I have a hard time with it. But it's true. We do need another Tulip in here. So we're going to go with a baller Tulip right there. Okay. I do really like Youngster. I personally am not a huge fan of Larry, but if someone wants to convince me to put Larry in here, I'm in. I'll be honest, not a huge fan of Larry. Mela is not going to be useful. Nimona is just a straight draw 3 cards, which I think could be a good one. Parasol Lady is really interesting. It either works really well or it absolutely screws up your entire hand. I find shuffle your hand into your deck, draw 4 cards. If you go second and it's your first turn, draw 8. So this is a really good trainer to get at the beginning of a game. I find that it's kind of a met card once you're in the game. But it is a really nice card to have when you're beginning a deck. I think we're going to do a Parasol Lady. We're going to do a Youngster for sure. Bill's Transfer. Look at the top 8 cards of your deck. You may reveal any number of Pokemons you find there and put them into your hand. Shuffle. Okay, Bill's Transfer makes sense. See, I would rather go Clavel than Bill. Okay, we're gonna go Rika. Flip a coin, a head, search your deck for 2 Pokemons, reveal them. I'm sorry, I don't like Larry. I'm sorry, Larry. Okay, we're gonna play 2 Parasol Lady. I'm gonna put the 3rd one over here. We're gonna play another Nimona. I'm gonna play Clavel. Not decided on Bills. Okay, and then we've got our item cards. So, I am gonna play this luxurious cape in here just because we're playing with some baby Pokemons in here, and I just think it makes sense. So, you like Bills? Okay, let's put in the Bills. Bill. Okay, so the very first one we have here is a Futures. You can use this card only if you discard another card from your hand. Search your deck for up to 2 Futures Pokemon, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So we have quite a few Futures cards in here. I think we put 2 of these in here to help us potentially get that Iron Valiant out a little bit faster. And get a chance to actually get your hands on it. You can use this card. Okay, Counter Catcher. You can use this card only if you have more prize cards remaining in your opponent. Okay, how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, we were at 22. We'll play Defiance Vest. And those 2 don't make a whole lot of sense. So let me play an extra Techno Radar. Okay, Paul, I'm in. I haven't played with a Counter Catcher before, so I'll just defer to you on that one. As you guys know, I play a very odd version of a Mew deck, Mew VMAX. And I love my Mew VMAX so much that I've had a really hard time transferring out of my VMAX world and into the new EX world to an extent, but I'm gonna have to do it because my Mew will officially no longer be viable as of March or April this year. So, Paul, it's a non-supporter boss's order. Oh, when you're behind on prizes. Okay, that's fair. That's very fair. I'm with you on that one. And so I think that's it, because quite honestly, the rest of them kind of don't really work. So, and numbers wise, this gets us really close. Actually, this might be the most coherent deck challenge build I have done. so far, honestly, which is kind of hilarious. I believe we're almost at 40 without our energies. So we're getting very close. We're getting very close. I'll just sleeve these up and then we'll count them again. Yes, without energies. Yeah, we have not entered the energy realm. Obviously, our energies are already kind of picked out for us. It's just a matter of how many we're going to get in here and what makes the most sense as far as that's concerned. However, we only have one metal energy, so the rest of them are going to be psychic. That's just kind of a fact at this point. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I think this was kind of one of the craziest things I wanted to do live, because it takes some coordination, some time. The editor was like, "Are you sure you want to do this live?"
I wasn't convinced people would stick around.
The last time I built the decks for the deck challenge, one of them took me almost an hour and a half because I had to like go back and forth between a few things a few times. And so that ended up being a bit of a disaster. So had we done that one live, it may have been a bit of a mess. This is, and I think that's why the build and battles make a little bit more sense, just because you get the trainers, you get like a lot more. The energies though can be a little bit less, whereas you get a lot of energies in an ETB. There we go.
Yeah, you're happy to hear it's a blast. You love doing this. So.
I love building decks. I do. I really do. Especially like building decks out of madness. Like this is not just like me taking a deck list from someone who's built a deck. This is, you know, us just having to figure out how to get 60 cards in with 3 build-in battles, you know? I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with next year's generations, but so far.
Well, now we know there's an audience for it, or at least one person in the audience. So.
This is a TCG format where we only use... Ooh, that's interesting. Only one card of each. That would be fascinating to watch. How do you even... That would be a messed up deck. And still 60 cards? That would be fascinating. Fascinating. Put that there. Oh, so many things to learn. So many things. Okay, sleeve. Would you open? Thank you. Definitely would need more Pokemon tools, ideally, but that's the way it crumbles. Okay, let's put these energies in and see where we're at. See how much filler we'll have to add. And then we will do the draw for the winner of this stunning deck. And of course, the stunning cards we pulled earlier, 2 of which are in the deck. Madame Tulip and the Iron Valiant Gold. Oh, we're getting close. Okay, let's see here. Got 2 left.
Did you want me to put the form in the chat?
Yeah, you can put the form in the chat. The form is super simple. All you have to do is stay till the end of the live today. And of course, fill out that beautiful form. It's just a one field. Thank you. A 1 field form. Very, very easy. We just need your name or YouTube name, whichever one. And that'll be that. You just have to enter it in and you're good to go. And then from there, we will pick ourselves a winner. Okay, I think we're going to play an Ultra Ball as much as I don't like them. We're going to have to add some supporters in here.
Is that social rules where you have to be live to win? Is that a social thing? I can't remember.
Yeah, but socials are a Manitoba
I know,
thing.
no one's gonna know
so,
what I'm talking about.
Unless you're local, you will not know what the editor is talking about. Yes, typically. Okay, so we're adding an Ultra Ball. We're adding Larry's, as much as I don't like them. Not that I don't like Larry, but I just think there's better supporters out there. Whoops. And here we go. My goodness, so many cards. Love it.
For those who aren't from Manitoba, a social is like a wedding fundraiser, I guess you'd call it.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like a party at a hall of a community center, and then the big draw is they just have a silent auction with a bunch of prizes. So.
And it helps. It helps people fund their wedding.
Yeah.
Yep. They're becoming less common here, quite honestly. They're still happening though. Okay. 2 more cards. I think we're just going to add 2 more energies. And I think I'm going to add...
Yeah, it's interesting. I agree.
Yeah. There's one. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I guess Iron Bundles, you have 1 shot. 1 shot. Meat raffles?
Oh, that's such a better name. I love
that. Is amazing.
What's a meat raffle? I need to know.
In the Midwest, we do meat raffles. I don't even care what that is. That sounds amazing. Like, for me, a fundraiser should be for kids and stuff. Or for charity. I've never really understood the whole social thing, but that's just me. Yeah, I had a feeling that's where he was going with that.
Yeah, I'd like that better.
Yep, I feel like that's already 10 times better. But hey, we're super antisocial people, so you're also talking to the right crowd here. And that is the deck. I'm trying to scooch it. There we go. Larry fit. There we go. There is a 60 card legal deck. Don't know how many games you're going to win with this deck, but hey, it's a legal deck and you could totally bring it just about anywhere you'd like to play. And so that is pretty much the process in which we go through. It's a lot of fun. I just have a blast building these, and I thought it'd be fun to do one live. So I thank you guys for joining us, and let's pick our wonderful winner of this stunning deck and all of the beautiful cards. Let's get out of the way. Okay, we're gonna wrap up this, put that there, give me some room so I can bring out the laptop and pick our winner.
Make sure you filled out the form to be entered to win.
Yes, please make sure you filled out that form.
It's totally
There-
free. The details are in the description if you have any questions.
And yes, we ship everything for free. It's super easy peasy. We try and make it as simple as possible. We do. Okay. Oh dear. Laptop is not connected.
Make
Oh,
sure
dear.
you're subscribed as well.
Yes, please make sure you're subscribed. It's highly helpful.
And politely press that like button.
The like button.
Yeah, just politely though.
Just
No
just
smashing
just
around here.
just politely. Just politely. I like that. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay.
I'll just repost it 1 second. There it is. It's a new form. Every live we do a new one, right? I think is
Yeah, every live there's a new one. Yeah. Yep. Here we go.
We'll give you a chance to enter in.
Do 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 do. Come on. Alright, it's loading. It's loading. That's okay. It auto removes duplicates, so we're all good, Rika. Thank you though. Yeah, or get a stadium. Yeah, that's true too. I wonder if the stadiums are the same though, because they don't come out on release weekend, or they don't pre-release them. So I'd be curious to know. Oh, that's what we do.
Oh, we have a video idea.
Yep.
So stay tuned to find out.
That's what we're gonna do. Okay, here we go. And the drum roll. We still need a drum roll. We need a drum roll. And the winner is Jordan Parker. So Jordan, if you're still with us, just let us know you're here. And it's as easy as sending us an email. Ooh, there we go. Woohoo. Congratulations, Jordan. Just send us an email with your address. The editor's going to drop our email in here in just a second. And that is as easy as that. Just need your mailing address and full name via email, and we will mail you this beautiful deck and the stunning cards that we pulled today. And we hope to see you tomorrow for our Pick Your Own Adventure. So you guys get to pick what we open tomorrow from Costco. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow at 7. Looking forward to it. Have a good night, everyone.